that was my 80th birthday party. And all I wanted to do for my 80th was make a nail so that I could say I was blacksmithing on my 80th birthday.
Well done, you.
I finished up with 2 cakes and about 8 other blacksmiths, and they all made a nail, and then we hammered it into a piece of wood, a wooden birthday cake. that chap there, he's the wife. He was the wife's uncle, and he had a blacksmith shop at Nuneaton. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's in that's one it right in the early days.
And what's his name?
Gordon Hunton. And here I'm over in the hall for one of the beams on the manor house when we moved it from Aram in 1971 and re-erected it and finished it in 1972. And it was when we were pulling thatch off Manor House down at Aram that I found a silver spoon, and it was dated 1510, and it was one of the oldest spoons that was found in this country at that time. And I think they have found another one, I think it was in Somerset, that's slightly older. But I've been recorded on wireless, I've been televised, I've been in films, I've been done all sorts of things. And then because I've given the museum about 45 years of voluntary service, they got a memoirs writer to write me life story. And it's on sale in shop
in the
there.
shop.
Yeah,
I'll go and have a look for that. That's sort of...
Yeah, it's just this. I think this. I've signed ever so many copies, but if you purchased one and it hasn't been signed, if you come up to Manor House, I'll sign it for you.
Thank you very much.
But I started to come here in 1964. I only came just an odd time or two, and then 65 I came a bit more, and 66 I was coming quite regular. And then in 67, when we had a crook raising ceremony for the Stang End, the curator Bert Frank said, would I go into Blacksmith's shop and blow up bellows? So yeah, I'll go in, and I'm in there thinking, well, I'm a blacksmith, I can't just be here all day blowing bellows. So I started to do a bit of blacksmithing, making scrolls and that. I can't show a horse, I'm not a farrier. I was an ornamental smith, so and then it's led from that, and I've got to the other side of the board, I have a girl apprentice came to me when she was 15 and asked me if I'd give her lessons, and I put my hands together and I said, oh, good grief, women want to be everywhere, there's no sacred to a man. Anyway, I said, if it's all right with her mother and dad and your insurers and that, trustees and what have you, I said yes. So came, and she finished up going to uni, dropping out of uni because it wasn't what she wanted, and she went to Hereford to School of Practical Blacksmithing, where they do 80% practical work and 20% theory. 3-year course, and of course it had been going here when she applied, and she must have told them a good tale because they gave her a test and she passed, and she went in at year 2 and came top of her class in year 2. And then she finished last year, and I understand now she's just found some premises where she's going to start her own business. Yeah. And now, and then on top of that, I've got now an 18-year-old girl who just wants to go blacksmithing for a hobby. So I'm teaching her. And the bottom row is us hooping a wheel here, putting one of these hoops on. And that's her own making it, she made her own hammer at Hereford. Yeah.
So this is the hooping thing.
This is the hooping plate with a wheel on that's got a hoop on it. And we've done about seven wheels. We built a fire there to heat the hoop, put the wheel on, tied it down, then carried the red hot hoop, dropped it over the top, made sure it was down, and then went round with watering cans to cool it off.
I've seen it done on film, but not in
Not
in real life, you know.
The set fire to foliage on trees. And the roasting fire. Yeah. Do you want to go in the blacksmith shop, or have we?
Yes, yes, go in the blacksmith shop.
That pair of gates there is called a Trafalgar, but they aren't. They're Nelson gates, and they're at Sproxton, just going out of Emsley.
Oh, and you made that, did you?
Well, Wolf Dowson made it in
Oh yeah.
about 1930, 29. Who's put blooming lock upside down?
Now don't swear, you're on
I was going
camera.
to say you've been filmed now, so watch what you say.
What a flipping ding dong.
That was Yorkshire swearing. A flipping ding dong.
Yeah, well, that's the sort of words I don't mind her picking up.
What a flipping ding dong.
Right, this is the blacksmith shop then.
This is the blacksmith shop. Here we've got the bellows. That's the sound, and that's the hearth, of course. Here we've got tongs for holding metal so we can work it. We've got the anvil here, and this is a wrought iron worker's anvil, because it's doubled, got a double bick on it, or a double pike. That's the round pike bick or point. That's the flat bick or point. That's the body of the anvil. These here are the throats. That's the face. The square hole is the hardy hole, and that's an hard edge or a hardy, which drops in there for cutting metal. I wanted to cut a piece off that. And take the hammer and hammer it either hot or cold. And then the round hole, that's known as the Pritchell hole. And that's a Pritchell punch for punching nail holes in horseshoes. And you put it over there, and the point of the punch goes through and then doesn't damage it. These are the feet, the four corners.
And it's all stood on a tree trunk.
Tree trunk, yeah. That's to take the vibrations. I like to hear it ring.
Oh, that's a grand tone, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. If that was warm, it would shake. But you can see I've knocked it from round into square, look here. And that's cold. And this is how I would stand. Here like that with a piece of metal in the fire.